Please use. My hearty pranams to my Lord Honorable the Chief Justice of India and Patron-in-Chief of National Legal Services Authority and Supreme Court Mediation and Conciliation Project Committee, Honorable Sri Justice Surya Kanji, Honorable the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Sri Nara Chandrababu Naidu Garu, Honorable Sri Justice Jitendra Kumar Maheshwari Ji, Judge Supreme Court of India and Chairman Supreme Court Legal Services Committee, Honorable Sri Justice Pamadigantam Sri Narasimha Garu, Judge Supreme Court of India and Members Supreme Court Mediation and Conciliation Project Committee, Honorable Sri Justice Prashant Kumar Mishra Ji, Judge Supreme Court of India, Honorable Sri Justice Sarasa Venkatanarayana Bhatti Garu, Judge Supreme Court of India, Honorable Sri Justice Jomale Bagchi Ji, Judge Supreme Court of India, Honorable the Chief Justice of High Court of Andhra Pradesh and Patron-in-Chief of Andhra Pradesh State Legal Services Authority, Honorable Sri Justice Dheeraj Singh Thakur Ji, Honorable Sri Justice Chikati Manuendranath Rai Garu, Judge High Court of Andhra Pradesh and Executive Chairman Andhra Pradesh State Legal Services Authority, Honorable Committee Judges of Arbitration, Mediation and Legal Services, Honorable Judges of High Court of Andhra Pradesh, Registry, Law Secretary, Member Secretary AP SLSA, Secretary AP HCLSC, Director Andhra Pradesh Judicial Academy, Officers of the District Judiciary, Learned Advocates, District Officers, Police Officials, Delegates, Print and Electronic Media, ladies and gentlemen, a very pleasant evening to one and all. It is my utmost honor to invite this august gathering and to extend a word of warm welcome to today's State Legal Symposium on Mediation, Dialogue as a Cornerstone of Justice. This State Legal Symposium on Mediation stands as a significant initiative aimed at reinforcing mediation as an integral component of the justice delivery system, one that promotes a culture of dialogue, consensus building, and participation dispute resolution as effective alternatives to adversarial litigation. This vision finds its most eloquent expression in the words of Honorable the Chief Justice of India, Honorable Sri Justice Surya Kanji, who remarked while addressing on different occasions that mediation is not just a sign of weakness, but a process of highest evolution, deeply rooted in Indian tradition. His Lordship emphasized that justice must travel beyond courtrooms to people living in the margins, highlighting the indispensable need for accessible justice for all. With this profound backdrop, it's my honor and privilege to welcome my lords. May I request Registrar General Padsardi Garu to extend traditional welcome to my Lord Honorable Sri Justice Manuendranath Rai Garu, Judge, High Court of Andhra Pradesh. May I request Honorable Justice K. Srinivas Reddy Garu to extend traditional welcome to my Lord Honorable Sri Justice Dheeraj Singh Thakur Ji. I request Honorable Ms. Justice B.S. Bhanumati Garu, Judge, High Court of Andhra Pradesh, to extend traditional welcome to my Lord Honorable Sri Justice Jomale Bagchi Ji. May I request Honorable Sri Justice B. Krishna Mohan Garu, Judge, High Court of Andhra Pradesh, to extend traditional welcome to Honorable Sri Justice S.V.N. Bhatti Garu. May I request Honorable Sri Justice Nayanal Jayasuriya Garu, Judge, High Court of Andhra Pradesh, to extend warm welcome to Honorable Sri Justice Prashant Kumar Mishra Ji. I request Honorable Sri Justice Rao Raghunandan Rao Garu, Judge, High Court of Andhra Pradesh, to extend traditional welcome to my Lord Honorable Sri Justice P.S. Narasimha Garu. May I request Honorable Sri Justice Ravinath Tilhari Ji, Judge, High Court of Andhra Pradesh, to extend traditional welcome to my Lord Honorable Sri Justice J.K. Maheshwari Ji. may I now request Honorable Sri Justice C.H. Manvendranath Rai Garu, Judge, High Court of Andhra Pradesh, to extend traditional welcome to Honorable the Chief Minister of AP. I request Honorable the Chief Justice of High Court of Andhra Pradesh, Honorable Sri Justice Dheeraj Singh Thakurji, as a mark of our culture, to extend traditional welcome to my Lord Honorable the Chief Justice of India, Sri Justice Surya Kantji. I request all to kindly rise and give the standing ovation to my lords. Ladies and gentlemen, we begin this program with national song Vande Mataram. Technical team, I request to play Vande Mataram. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now our tradition to light the ceremonial lamp at the beginning of any event as an invocation of prayer, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, for leading us from darkness to light. So may I invite our esteemed dignitaries on the dais to come forward and light the lamp. It's my profound privilege to invite Honorable Sri Justice C.H. Manvendranath Rai Garu, Judge, High Court of Andhra Pradesh and Executive Chairman, AP SLSA, to deliver the welcome address.
My Lord, Justice Suryakant Ji, Honorable the Chief Justice of India and Patron-in-Chief of National Legal Services Authority and Supreme Court Mediation and Conciliation Project Committee, Sri Nara Chandrababu Naidu Garu, Honorable Chief Minister of State of Andhra Pradesh, Honorable Chief Justice J.K. Maheshwara Ji, Judge Supreme Court of India and Chairperson Supreme Court Legal Services Committee, Honorable Chief Justice Pamedigantam Sri Narasimhan Garu, Judge Supreme Court of India and Member Supreme Court Mediation and Conciliation Project Committee, Honorable Chief Justice Prashant Kumar Misra Ji, Judge Supreme Court of India, Honorable Chief Justice S. Venkatanaran Bhatti Garu, Judge Supreme Court of India, and Honorable Chief Justice Joy Malia Bagchi Ji, Judge Supreme Court of India, Honorable Chief Justice Dheeraj Singh Thakur Ji, Chief Justice of High Court of Andhra Pradesh and Patron-in-Chief of Andhra Pradesh State Legal Services Authority. My esteemed brethren and sisters, judges of the High Court of Andhra Pradesh, learned Advocate General, learned Additional Advocate General, executive members of AP High Court Bar Association, Registrar General and his team of registrars, Member Secretary AP State Legal Services Authority, Principal District Judges of Guntur and Krishna District, Secretaries of District Legal Service Authorities, judicial officers present here, and trained advocate mediators who are all participants of today's symposium, law students, members of print and electronic media, and other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. A very good evening to you all. It's my immense pleasure to extend a warm welcome to Honorable Chief Justice of India, Sri Justice Suryakant Ji, Honorable Chief Minister of State of Andhra Pradesh and Chandrababu Naidu Garu, and to all Honorable Judges of the Supreme Court of India, and to my colleague judges of the High Court of Andhra Pradesh and all the dignitaries. My heartfelt welcome to you all. A few years ago, in the month on 3rd February 2019, after the High Court of Andhra Pradesh was constituted in Andhra Pradesh, we have witnessed a historical event of inaugurating an iconic High Court building in the hands of the then Honorable Chief Justice Sri Ranjan Gogoi Ji. Now, again on this 1st March of 2026, we have a few hours ago, we have witnessed another historic event in the annals of history of the state judiciary of inaugurating the building of laying foundation to the construction of building of the AP Judicial Academy to impart training to the judicial officers of the state, and also the High Court guest house for High Court judges and judges residential enclave. We are very fortunate that all the events relating to this High Court are being inaugurated or the foundations are being laid by the Honorable Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. It's really our pleasure to have the Honorable Chief Justice on all the important events under the dynamic leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister, Sri Nara Chandrababu Naidu Garu. Now, equally we are fortunate today to have 5 Honorable Judges of the Supreme Court, who are all associated with this High Court. 2 of them are the former Chief Justice of this High Court, and others are senior judges of this High Court, and one is the son of soil who hail from the state of Andhra Pradesh. Now, so this day of March 2023 again marks another milestone in the history of the state of Andhra Pradesh judiciary. Now today's symposium, a state level symposium on mediation, a dialogue as a cornerstone. Again, it assumes significance in our justice delivery system, because we all know that after the system of rendering justice commenced by establishing the traditional courts, we are all rendering justice to the litigant public by following the procedures that are prescribed and contemplated under law, resulting in delay in rendering justice to the litigant public. Of late, the alternative dispute resolution system has gained momentum. Mediation is one of the important components of this alternative dispute resolution system. Now, we all know how the Honorable Supreme Court, under the dynamic leadership of Honorable Chief Justice of India, is encouraging the mediation as part of this alternative dispute resolution system, as it is proved to be more successful in the recent past. After the Mediation Act 2003 came into existence, 23 came into existence, the statistics proved that within 2 years, almost 2 lakhs cases were settled by way of settlement. So taking it as a fillip and encouragement, the Honorable Supreme Court has given a clarion call to give training to all the mediators so that more number of cases can be settled at the earliest, thereby rendering very speedy justice to the litigant public. As a part of that, in response to the clarion call given by the Honorable Supreme Court, recently, within the 2 months in Andhra Pradesh state, we have given training to almost 400 mediators recently in the 2 months. Now, we have also seen that after the training is given with the skills and tools they are equipped, they are also successfully settling the disputes out of the court, thereby helping the litigant to have a speedy justice. So that's why the subject is chosen, titling it as a dialogue as a cornerstone to judiciary. Therefore, this mediation has now become one of the strong pillars in our justice delivery system. Therefore, the Honorable Chief Justice is here and other Honorable Judges are here to speak on the subject. I hope and trust that all the trained mediators who are present here will gain knowledge from this symposium, and they will make optimum use of the same and to make the concept of mediation, settlement by way of mediation, a successful one. Thank you all.
Thank you, my Lord, for your gracious welcome and for eloquently outlining the objective and significance of this symposium. We are now pleased to move to the next segment of our program. It's my honor to invite Honorable Sri Justice Dheeraj Singh Thakurji, Honorable the Chief Justice of High Court of Andhra Pradesh, to deliver his Lordship's address.
It appears that the movement of mediation is gaining ground and strength in Andhra Pradesh, and Andhra Pradesh, as usual, will lead the entire country in the movement of mediation. The presence of more than 600 trained mediators in this hall supports our belief that what we had initiated earlier and what was aimed at when Honorable Justice Suryakant took over is gaining strength. The presence of the Honorable Chief Justice of India, as you all know, Chief Justice of India has a unique position in the entire world because his Chief Justice of India is a Chief Justice for 140 billion people. 140 billion people and the largest democracy in the world. So it is not just an ordinary status which a person enjoys. Today we have not one Chief Justice of India but two prospective Chief Justices of India with us, Honorable Justice Narasimha and Honorable Justice Bagchi, who will also take over in due course. We are also pleased to have with us the Honorable Chief Minister, who also has shown support to this movement by participating in the International Mediation Conference which was held in Visakhapatnam. The presence of honorable judges of the Supreme Court, Justice Maheshwari, Justice Mishra, also supports the whole idea of mediation, and therefore all of us are here. I had been given only 3 minutes because we are constrained for time, but I can tell you that the responsibilities which a mediator discharges is no less satisfying than the responsibility which a judge discharges while adjudicating upon disputes in a court of law. It is more satisfying in many respects. I just want to share with you a small incident which happened with me. I was a judge in Jammu and Kashmir High Court, and a person came to me who was known to me. He was a multimillionaire settled in America with roots in Jammu. His father died and left behind a house in Jammu. There was a fight between the two brothers. The younger brother perhaps got some document executed, which the elder brother was disputing. He wanted to initiate legal action in a court of law and came to me for advice to advise him on selecting a good advocate to defend his case or initiate a case. So I said, ethically, it is not proper for me to advise you the name of an advocate. You are a local, you can make inquiries and select your own advocate. But I said, why do you want to proceed against your own brother? He's your younger brother, your own flesh and blood from the same womb. You're a multimillionaire, you have hotels in America, you have 100 apartments which you give on rent. Why should you go against a brother? If something goes wrong, your friends will disappear. It is your brother who will stand by you. So I gave him some 10 minutes of lecture, and I told him that even if you have to suffer some loss in life, it is worth suffering, but don't lose your brother. That's a bigger loss. 6 months later, he came back from America and says, you have saved my family and you have saved my relations. Therefore, why I'm narrating to you this incident is that you'll get so much of satisfaction if you bring about reconciliation. Anyway, I have some good news for you. And I'm sure the Honorable Chief Minister will not disappoint, because he has never disappointed a legitimate request from the judiciary. One of the reasons which I thought that the mediation movement was slow in picking up, notwithstanding the fact that we have trained about 1,800 mediators in the last about 1.5 years, is because of the lack of incentive. What NALSA grants us on an annual basis is too meager an amount, 3,000 rupees for a successful mediation and nothing for an unsuccessful mediation. It doesn't really incentivize a mediator to put in his best. It prevents professionalism to come in. The mediation is given a second-grade status, with advocate mediators preferring to attend their cases more than applying themselves to a case with a view to bring about an amicable resolution between the parties. This, I thought, could be remedied, and we took up the issue with the Honorable Chief Minister, and I have indications to believe that our request for increasing more than threefold the honorarium for a successful mediation from 3,000 to 10,000 might as well be accepted. And a minimum of 3,000 for even an unsuccessful mediation. I rest my case as that.
Thank you, my lord, for your lordship's reflections on strengthening institutional mechanism and promoting dialogue by way of a short story. So inspiring, my lord. It's my honor now to respectfully invite Honorable Sri Justice Jyomala Bagchiji, Judge Supreme Court of India, to deliver the address. Yes. It's my honor to respectfully invite Honorable Sri Justice J.K. Maheshwariji, Judge Supreme Court of India and Chairman Supreme Court Legal Services Committee, to kindly deliver the address.
Looking to some shortage of the time, I will not address by name. I request dignitaries on the dais of the dais, distinguished members of the bar, mediators, officers of the Legal Service Authority, judicial officers, academicians, participants, ladies, gracious ladies and gentlemen. It is a privilege to be here and share my views on the topic rapidly shaping both in philosophy and practice of justice in India, mediation, dialogue as cornerstone of justice. It is a core. Mediation is rooted in consensus and conversation, not conquest. I reflect a fundamental recurrent social truth. Justice optimally served when dispute resolution preserves dignity, relationship, and social capital rather than merely determining winners and losers. Justice is not always the articulation of rights. Sometimes it is the healing of differences. Manusmriti says, Samdanam cha bhedam cha dandam cha munir babrit etanupayan ragyam tu karya siddhya pradayakan samna danena bhedena dandena cha yathakramam prayunjita sada raja sarvakareshu na purvasha. Meaning, the king should always employ them in proper sequence. First, conciliation, then offering, then division, and lastly force. Conciliation sama, offering dana, division bheda, and force danda are declared to be the progressive measure available to a ruler. Long before the statutory recognition of mediation, Indian courts actively promoted negotiation and settlement. We know section 89 of the Code of Civil Procedure applies for that. Recently, the Mediation Act 2023 has been notified, though some of the topics had not yet, but the overall object of this is institutionalized mediation to make a mediated settlement agreement enforceable like decrees of the court, to provide for a governing mediation council, mediator accreditation and standards, and to protect confidentiality and promote pre-institution mediation mechanism. Please, this degree of agreement, enforceability, mediated settlement, and confidentiality provisions are designed to give mediation teeth and credibility, thereby encouraging early resolution and reducing litigation burden. Importantly, the Act recognizes mediation as a broader than a litigation adjunct. It is a standalone dispute resolution mechanism applicable in domestic and international context and even in online community settings. The Supreme Court of India has emphasized the encouraging mediation not as a reluctant afterthought, but as a primary tool for dispute resolution, and an occasion arises whenever there is a dispute with respect to the family and other litigation, it should be, chance must be given repeatedly, thereby let them go for resolution, not for adjudication. The government and judiciary must move away from entrenched litigation mindset and embrace mediation with confidence, not suspicion. Mediation is not merely a procedural formality, but a means to deliver minimum cost, minimum time, minimum stress justice. But capacity building cannot remain confined to court-annexed mediation centers alone. If we are serious about transforming dispute resolution in India, we must acknowledge and undeniably reality, the largest litigant in our courts is the government itself. Therefore, one constructive step forward would be institutionalized mediation or dedicated trained mediation officers within every major department of the government, both at the union and state level, may introduce the mediation mindset in the mind of the government, and this litigation may come down. Friends, the mediation, we know, it's a mindset of an individual. For the individual mindset, now it's a momentum. And we, everyone, want a resolution. Nobody want to go and fight in the court of law, looking to the so many problems. As I emphasized, pendency is cost effective, and ultimately it's a decision, it's not a resolution, and your relation would not be managed by that. What we should do, if we go for a mediation in this way, and we take it as a part of our process at initial stage or even at a subsequent stage, it may be helpful. I am always advocating that the mediation, which now in a momentum, would go to the extent that proficiency subject-wise and topic-wise mediation may be helpful in future, looking to the commercial, cyber laws and other type of cases coming, looking to their complexities. So, friends, we have to thought of it. As we stand at the legal crossroads, we must recognize that the true success of mediation lies not just in its statutory provisions, but in fundamental shifts of our professional psyche. By moving from culture of conquest to one consensus, where one government leads as a model litigant, or our judicial system rewards the healing of differences over the mere counting of the disposals, we honor the timeless Vedic principles of Sama conciliation. So, please make out a mindset to go for a mediation and follow the Mahatma Gandhi. I will conclude by saying the Mahatma Gandhi said that I had learned the true practice of law. I had learned to find out a better side of human nature and enter men's hearts. I realized that the true function of a lawyer was unite parties riven asunder. The lesson was so indelibly burnt into me that the last part of my time during the 20 years of my practice as a lawyer was occupied in bringing about private compromises of hundreds of cases. I lost nothing thereby, not even money, certainly not my soul. Please remember this, and with a mediation mindset, I say go for a dialogue and stretch to that. Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity and to share my views.
Thank you, my Lord, for your Lordship's keen and a very thought-provoking address. Your Lordship's observations have further strengthened the significance of institutional mediation and access to justice within our legal framework. It's now my honor to respectfully invite Sri Nara Chandrababu Naidu Garu, Honorable the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, to address the gathering.
Honorable Chief Justice of India, Sri Justice Suryakanji, they have restricted time on all of us, so I may not refer all names here. Honorable Justice, Supreme Court, Honorable Chief Justice, Andhra Pradesh High Court, dignitaries and dayas and friends. And also here, distinguished jurists, mediators, members of the board, delegates and friends. This is a historical occasion. In my political career, I have seen so many times, but today is a historical event in the history of Andhra Pradesh. Honorable Chief Justice has spent one full day in Amaravati and Tirupati. We explained to him about Amaravati. We are all here. I am very happy on the dais. Honorable Chief Justice and also all judges are associated with our High Court. Two Chief Justices from Andhra Pradesh High Court are here. As a matter of fact, Amaravati is a people's capital. In the Indian mythology, Amaravati is the angel's capital. And also, living God, Lord Venkateswara Swami, is also here. They had a very good darshan. Today they have spent all day in Amaravati. I am assuring Honorable Chief Justice and also all Honorable Justice, even son of the soil, Narasimhangaru is here. And also Justice Bhattigaru, he worked in our High Court also, first High Court. And also today he shown his court hall also to us, where he served. And also Justice Bagchi is also worked here. Fortunately, that is where I told you historical day for Andhra Pradesh history. I am very happy, I am fortunate. Sir, we wanted to build one of the most beautiful city. When we gave a call, people came forward. We are prepared to give land. That is 33,000 acres of land. 29,000 farmers, willingly they came forward. It is a land pooling. This Amaravati is going to build land monetization project. Sir, I am proud to say the amount of confidence we are talking mediation, one of the best consensus project, Amaravati capital, that is built in the recent past, nowhere in the world. If you convince people, they will cooperate. Sir, now we are having very clear idea. So many cities are there. You have to witness time and again. Best model, green, blue, green energy, no pollution. I am assuring all friends here, all of you should have one house site in Amaravati. Finally, you will have a better living standards and your lifespan will increase minimum 20 years. That is, I am assuring you, that is the city we are going to build, most livable city. Sir, today, sir, you explained our justice city also. I am very happy. you gave some suggestions. One suggestion, sir, you have given Judicial Academy, if possible more land. Sir, I need your cooperation. I wanted to build Justice City, one of the best in the country itself. You name Judicial Academy, you direct us as much land we are prepared to give. Second, Legal Service Authority and also Mediation Center, even International Law University, Bar Council of India they are establishing. By integrating all these things, the best justice city we wanted to build, we need your cooperation in the direction, sir. Sir, mediation, I'm very happy you are passionate. I have seen this concept. Even my father, I have seen my childhood. He used to work as a mediator. He was not educated, but confidence. Even that area, 20, 30 villages, they used to select mediators who are all respectably deal the issues. They used to deal number of days, 1 week, 10 days, 3, 4 sittings or 5, 6 sittings. Ultimately, they used to sort out the issue. Our Honorable Chief Justice of Andhra Pradesh has rightly mentioned, he asked me, it is very less, mediator's fee, 3,000 rupees. It is very difficult. Can you enhance 10,000? My people told me 10,000, all of a sudden, more than 3 times. I said, if cases will be settled, 10,000 is not the issue. Immediately for every successful mediation, we'll give 10,000. Even unsuccessful mediation also will give 3,000 rupees. Ultimately, I'm very clear as on now we are watching. India is moving very fast. Vikasit Bharat 2047. As on today, we are 4th largest economy. Another 1 year, 2 years, we are going to become 3rd largest economy. By 2038, we will be number 2 economy in the world, largest economy. I am confident 2047, all of us will work together. India will be number 1 economy in the world. That is going to happen. Sir, ours is the biggest democracy. You are representing Chief Justice of India. What all you are laying foundation, it will go a long way. Sir, we are all, one is country is having demographic advantage. Second is our economy is maturing very fast. Third one, first more advantage of technology. All of us, we are moving from IT to AI. Tomorrow we are going to move quantum computing also. Sir, I have seen for the last 4.5 decades in my life, I have seen there is no power. Today, on your roof, we are producing power. That is the day today. I have seen the day we don't have telephone connectivity. Today, sir, 4G, 5G, 6G we are talking. We are going to provide every home. When I became Chief Minister first time, with great difficulty, I bargained with BSNL 2 Mbps. With the 2 Mbps, I used to have collectors conference, teleconference, video conference, all these things. Today we are talking about gigabit capacity of telecom. So earlier, power was no power. Very soon we are going to export green hydrogen, green ammonia. That will be the biggest business for India. These are all the opportunities available. For all these things, sir, ultimately any delay in justice, it will be delayed development and progress and prosperity. So this is a very good advantage for all of us. Justice and development has to go together. Ultimately, as a policy makers, what all we are expecting at a faster pace development, and if judiciary also will cooperate in that direction, I don't have any doubt, sir, India will become number one. Sir, what all I want to request from your honorable side, make Andhra Pradesh one of the best model for justice city, either mediation or legal services or judicial academy. As you rightly mentioned, sir, if you can bless us, National Judicial Academy in Amaravati, we will be very happy for that. Total construction, even everything will cooperate with the judiciary, sir. With this, there is no time. I wanted to talk more and more, and at the same time, there is a limitation of time. But ultimately, today, I will remember forever. Today, all 5 justices of Supreme Court and also Chief Justice of India is here. Under their leadership, Amaravati will become hub for justice. We are going to provide not only mediation, you name anything in judiciary, we will be number one in that direction. With this, sir, I am thanking all of you. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring and forward-looking address. Your valuable insights and continued support for strengthening institutional framework and access to justice in the state are deeply regarded. We now arrive at the most awaited segment of this evening, the keynote address. It's my profound honor and privilege to respectfully invite Honorable the Chief Justice of India and Patron-in-Chief, NALSA and MCPC, Honorable Sri Justice Surya Kantji, to kindly deliver the keynote address.
Shri Nara Chandrababu Naidu ji, Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, my esteemed colleagues from the Supreme Court of India, Justice J.K. Maheshwari, Justice P.S. Narasimha, Justice Prashant Kumar Mishra, Justice S.V. Bhatti, and Justice Jo Malia Bagchi, Justice Dheeraj Singh Thakur, Honorable the Chief Justice of Andhra Pradesh High Court, Justice Maninder Nath Roy, Judge High Court of Andhra Pradesh and Executive Chairperson of the Andhra Pradesh State Legal Service Authority, my sister and brother judges of the Andhra Pradesh High Court, Honorable former judges of the High Court, Registrar General and other judicial officers of the Judiciary of State of Andhra Pradesh, distinguished members of the High Court and Vijayawada Bar, trained mediators, members of the legal fraternity, ladies and gentlemen, friends from media. The delay in arrival in this program and subsequent curtailment in time, this all the responsibility I must own before you. Due to multiple events today and because of my commitment that I had to leave for Delhi for some late evening meeting, that I requested some of my colleagues and therefore we decided that my brother Justice Maheshwari and I on behalf of the judiciary will share our views. I must congratulate the Andhra Pradesh State Legal Service Authority for organizing this event, this symposium on mediation, with a very sensitizing theme, dialogue as cornerstone of justice, emphasizing on the importance and value of mediation as a very effective tool of judicial tool for resolution of the disputes. I no longer address mediation as an alternative dispute resolution mechanism. If you will recollect, the first international mediation conference that was held in Delhi, I propounded this idea that for the popularity of mediation as a very effective tool of and an ideal modicum for resolving the disputes through a win-win situation, let us not say it as an alternative. Rather, it should be a preferred mode of adjudication of the disputes. And I am very happy that as a national policy, thereafter the mediation is no longer quoted as an alternative dispute resolution. The mediation, all of you know, is something in our DNA. In India, you go by any centuries old, thousands years old, the entire history will speak how mediation has been always a very effective mode of dispute resolution. All of you know, Lord Krishna is quoted as the first a codified mediator who tried to resolve between the two warring groups. That story where Lord Krishna failed to mediate between the two warring groups also tells one thing which really puts us into introspection, and how then it becomes important for us to really emphasize on mediation. Because the two warring groups, despite intervention by Lord Krishna, failed to mediate and resolve their dispute. All of you know what happened, Mahabharata. And therefore, this is how the two neighbors, to the people, to groups, they start fighting. And unless we have an effective mediation, this fight continues for decades and decades. And going by our system, where the courts are burdened with so much litigation, and there are multiple factors, the amount of court cases which are flowing, and the people are preferring to come to the courts, it is not possible for us to fix a timeline within which the matters can be resolved. Of course, most of the matters like family disputes or the commercial disputes, now that we have specialized courts, we are able to resolve those disputes. But there are certain matters which remain pending for quite some time. So in that kind of scenario, the mediation becomes a very, very effective tool for a resolution for us. Now, the question that arises about mediation is that let us first of all feel with lot of immense satisfaction that mediation has now a structured statute with the passage of the Mediation Act of 2023. Now that we have a statutory backup, and even the mediation resulted into some kind of settlement, those can also be now taken as enforceable decree. That itself is a very welcome step for encouraging mediation. The second thing about the mediation, that how to ensure that it becomes continue to be popularized. Three things, my dear friends, particularly the trained mediators, that we always need to keep in mind. One, the first of all, the parties must have trust and faith in the mediator. So it is extremely important that whosoever is appointed as a mediator, the parties take him seriously and they show that they have faith and trust in that mediator. So the choice of mediator is a very, very crucial factor. And the entire training program, particularly by the institutes like the State Legal Service Authority or the High Court Legal Aid Committees or any mediation committees which the High Courts have constituted, it's extremely important to select and panel the mediators. The second is the faith in the institution where the mediator is appointed. As all of you know, that judiciary is still trusted as one of the most faithful institutions by the common citizenry of this country. And that is the reason when I was saying that there is a lot of inflow of litigation, because people trust judiciary. So therefore, if the mediation is initiated from the side of the judiciary, the adaptability and acceptability will be much more as compared to the private platforms coming in the field of mediation. Therefore, I take it as an earnest duty of the judiciary to promote mediation, because yours is a platform which is trusted by the people of this country. And once you promote, then people will wholeheartedly accept it, and the outcome will be very encouraging. The third thing, which is equally important, is the enforceability of the mediation terms and conditions once the parties settle down. And therefore, that endeavor is also on the judiciary, that how we convert those mediated resolutions into the binding kind of orders or the decrees between the parties. And therefore, that takes care of the doubt of on the outcome, final outcome on the mediation, as well as the uncertainty sometimes which leads to about the final outcome of a mediation. That also is effectively addressed once we have a mechanism to enforce those mediated orders. I must tell you that the mediation is now a very preferred way of dispute resolution, not only in India, but on the global map. When I took over as executive chairperson of the National Legal Service Authority, by that time I had an experience of, the first-hand experience I would say, of seeing how mediation is getting popularized at different parts of the world. I was in 2023 invited by the Federal Court Bar Association of Malaysia, like Supreme Court Bar Association. They invited me to inaugurate their International Mediation Center in Kuala Lumpur. I received then an invite from the Chief Justice of the Malaysia, and I went there. I was amazed to see that how the bar is so proactively promoting mediation, establishing an international mediation center, and attracting the global dispute, the platforms and the global startups or the other commercial entities to come there and resolve their disputes amicably under the platform of the mediation. So was in Singapore, so was in other countries when I visited. So when I took over as executive chairman of the NALSA, I thought that this is high time that we must popularize mediation, and therefore, as all of you understand, I gave the call of mediation for the nation. And I can proudly say that after that the mediation has really picked up momentum, and now mediation in India is not only in the discussion within the halls or within the elite clubs or in the urban areas. Mediation has entered into villages, mediation has entered into streets, mediation has entered into the households where the unforced disputes are there. And we have to continue with this momentum and make it sure that, as I said, that mediation continues to be the preferred destination. It's cost effective. The parties live with harmony, they are very happy. Now I can give you one small example of how today's only the mediation is successful. You had some issue, I'm not saying a dispute, but the mediators in Andhra Pradesh,